Hi there, welcome back to Complete React Project. In this React project, this is the application we're going to build from scratch. We're going to follow some modern practices in React, modern technologies to build this amazing applications. So these are the navigation, these are the menu. If you click on any one of these image, we'll have this nice pop-up and with this nice animated over effect. If you click on this image, we'll have this nice pop-up. Image are changing on the base of the click event. We'll have this nice social media icons. It's 100% responsive. As you can see, this is how it's going to look on a mobile device. So if I click on this, it will have this side navigation menu. If you click on this, it will close. If you click on this, again we'll have this one. So this is the nice beautiful animation you will have. If you click on any one of these cards, you will have this nice pop-up with all the informations. As you can see, it's look beautiful. If you click on this image, you will have this nice pop-up. So that's for the intro part. Now let me take you to my Visual Code Studio and let's start installing React in our application. So here I'm into my Visual Code Studio. I have created a new project by the name React app, and let's create the React folder. Okay, so to do that, let's come here in the terminal. Let's clear the terminal and we're going to type npx create React app, and I'm going to create another folder by my app. Okay, so let's hit enter and it will take a little bit time, so just beware. It will install all the dependency, all the package we need to have for developing this application. So just wait. I'll let the installation get completed. Okay, so finally the installation process is completed and here we got a new folder, my app, and as you can see, my app. And if we want to run our applications, all we have to do is to type npm start, but before we type that, we have to get into the folder of my app. So to do that, we have to type cd my app, so it will open up the current directory my app, and in that we can type npm. So in this folder we have couple of files, nodemon, public, and inside the public we have this html file, and here are the images. In src we have all the important files which we need to build this project. So let's bring this down. In app.js, as you can see, this is the initial file we have, and this is our app css, and these are the package.json file which contain all the information of the npm packages which we are using in this project. Okay, so let's bring this terminal down and here you can see all the packages. So if you want to start the application, all we want to do is to type npm starts for the script. And once we complete the entire project, then we're going to run this command npm build. That will give us the optimized version of our code so we can upload into the server and we can make our website live. Okay, so let's type npm start and it will open up the server and we can able to see that how our website is looking. So just wait. So here we have started our React app on local 3000. Let's bring this side by side so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's bring the terminal down. Let's close this. So if you want to get the starter code, all you have to do is to open up a new tab and type simply Daulat Hussain. Click on the very first link. You will come to my website and here you can able to find all the source code which I provide for my project. So go into the blog sections, click on blog. Here you will come in the blog section and simply scroll down, and here in the full stack e-commerce project, here in this article I'm going to provide you all the source code so you can pick it from here. So you will come to this article, simply scroll down, and from here you can able to get the starter code and the complete code, and if you want to read, you can read that. So here we are back in our Visual Code Studio and let's get started. Okay, so let's bring this browser side by side so we can see all the changes. Okay, so first thing, open up your src folder. Inside that we're going to create another folder by the name component. In this we're going to put all the codes. Okay, so the very first file will have called container.js. Let's type rafc and let's come here in app.js, simply remove all these code, and inside this we're going to import our container. Let's remove this one because we don't need logo. Let's import the component. So, and Visual Code Studio is really very smart, it will automatically import. Okay, so let's come back in component and let's remove this part, take a block, and here we're going to take the fragment. Inside this we'll type hello. So everything's working fine. We have successfully connected the application with app.js. Okay, and all the code we're going to write into our container. Okay, so let's close this one. Let's zoom a bit remove this text. So now the first thing I want to do is to import all the images which we are using in this project. So let me import that very quickly. So import image 1, and it's coming from dash dash into my image folder is image 1 png. Simply replicate this couple of times, so altogether we are displaying 6 images. So 4, 5, and this one is 5. This one is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, and this will be 7. Okay, this one is jpg and this one is 6. So we got all the images which we are using. Let's scroll down, take this function. Into this I will take the fragment, take a container. It will have a container class. Inside the container we're going to take another div with a navigation class. In that we'll take another div with navigation head. In that we'll take a I tag with a uli angle left, which is going to be the icon. Okay, that icon. Let's take another div with a grid class. Inside that we'll take another div with a navigation menu. In that we'll take a span. It will have a class flex. And that we're going to take the icon, so uli state, and this is the home icon. Just take a small tag and it will have our text home. Simply replicate this entire span 5 times. Okay, so these are the 5 menus we have. Change the icon name, so trophy, and this will be simply project. This one is bills, billing, graph bar, team, members, cog, and this one is going to be setting. So here we have all the icons, and with the menu, let's assign the active class to the first menu, so we can apply some custom styling. And let's come down here. Let's take another div with a main container, and this container contain all the cards. Okay, so in this we'll take a box, and it will have a data attribute to 1. Inside the div we'll take an image, and here we're going to take the first image, so image 1, and this is how it will look. Simply copy and replicate this 6 times, so altogether we have to have a 6 image, and change the image 3, 4, 5, and 6. So here we got all the images, and we have to change the data as well, so 4, 5, and 6. So here we have all the 6 images come out of that div. And here we're going to take a pop-up. So this is going to be our pop-up. When we click on the image or in any one of the boxes, we'll have a pop-up and it will display the image. Okay, so we'll take an image tag and image, and inside this we'll take the image too. Okay, and it will have a class change. So here is the image. Let me change this, and so this is the image for our pop-up. Let's format the documents, bring it down. And we'll take another div with a text class. Inside that we'll take a h2. It's going to be have a title class, and welcome to NFT project. So here I'm hard coding this title, because we are not going to change the title or text dynamically. We're going to focus only on the state and on the images. Okay, let's come down. We'll take a p tab, and here we're going to take some lorem pum spam, and let's come out of the big tag. And here we're going to take a div with a class name of social, and that will take a span, and it will have our Facebook icon. So here it is. Simply replicate this 4 times and change the icons. So this will call Instagram, this will call Twitter, this will it's Bitcoin, circle. So here we have 4 different icons. Let's come down. We'll take a button div with a class of btn close, and that will have an our icon. So it will call atom or multiply. So here we have a cross multiply action. So close button. Let's come out of that, and we'll take a div with the overlay class, and we'll have another lower div with a inside that will have a span, and it will have an icon which will open or close our menu. So here we have all the HTML. So here we have done with the complete HTML. So as you can see, we have written all the HTML which we need for this project. So this is the pop-up, and everything's looking great. Let's come in app.js and let's get styling. Okay, so simply remove all the styling, close this one, let's zoom it. So first we'll target the body and it will have a margin 0, padding 0, box sizing border box, background color is going to be our primary color, so 272C30. We'll take the font family Lato sans serif and we are using Google font. Okay, overflow is going to be hidden. Let's comment this for now, and here we're going to take the utility classes for this project. Okay, so let's word wrap this. So let's target the UIL and cursor color is going to be FD, FE, FE and CB. Display is going to be block, cursor pointer. Let's get flex class and display is going to be flex, gap is going to be 1 RAM. So everything's looking good. Let's come here and let's simply grab this active class, remove this part, active, border radius is going to be 17 pixels, background image linear gradient 145 degree, and this is our primary color 16191C and 1A1 E21. Let's take a box shadow is going to be 24 pixels, 24 pixels, 29 pixels and 15, 18, 1B. So I have generated this box shadow with one of the tool which I will link in the description, so you can come and you can generate different type of styling of background shadows. Okay, and it's minus 24, minus 24 pixels, and this one is going to be 29 and our color, so 1B2023. So as you can see, this is how it will look. Let's come down, width is going to be 50%, align item is going to be center, justify, content start, and padding is going to be 0.5 RAM and 1 RAM. Margin left is going to be minus 1 RAM. We'll target the small and cursor pointer, so we'll have this cursor pointer, and here we're going to target our main container. Let's come here, simply grab the container, background color 181C, F, width is going to be 75%, height is going to be 73VH, and margin is 0 auto, padding is going to be 2 RAM, border radius is going to be 2 RAM, margin block is going to be 4 RAM. So here it's look, as you can see, it's right in the middle and the image is overflowing. So display is going to be grid template column 1.5 RAM and 6 RAM. Gap is going to be 1 RAM, so here it is. This is the 1.6 and this is the 6 RAM. Simply got the navigation, padding left is going to be 1 RAM, navigation head, margin bottom is going to be 2 RAM, margin top 1 RAM, display grid, justify content start, align item center. Let's come out of that. We'll target the navigation I, font size is going to be 1.5 RAM, padding 1.5 RAM, sorry 0.5 RAM, and border radius is going to be 24 8 pixels, background image linear gradient 145 degree and 16191C. The second one is 1A1E21. So this is our image. As you can see, our icons got a nice color. Box shadow 20 pixels, 20 pixels, 29 pixels, 15181B, minus 20, minus 20, 29, and this will have a 1B2 023. So here you can see we're getting nice effect on our menu. Let's close all this tab, get the navigation menu. So margin top is going to be 1 ram, display grid gap is going to be 1.5 ram. So here we get the gaps. Simply put this head icon. Okay, so this is the one. Get down and navigation menu small. Color is going to be our FDFE6B. Font family Lato. Will target the grid and it will display grid gap 10 ram. Navigation profile. So let's scroll all the way down. So let's come here and we have to create that user profile. Okay, come down this and here we'll create another div with navigation profile, and here we'll take the icon. So ul user. So this one is user, and in this we'll type Daulat Hussain. You can type your name. Simply save it, and here we have the user icon. Let's come back to the CSS and let's get the thing style. Okay, so we'll provide a font size is going to be 1.5 ram. Display flex width is going to be 80%. Align item center gap is 1 ram. Padding 1.5 ram. Border radius is going to be 8 pixels. Background 181C1F. Let's come here and grab this box shadow. So here we have, it's looking really good. As you can see, this is how it will look. And change this color as well to 24. Navigation profiles text. So color, it will have this our light gray. Font size is going to be 1 ram. So right now it's looking really good. So this is how it's looking, perfect. Main container, now we are starting with that. So let's come here and close this one, and this is the one we have to target. Select this and let's target that. So display is going to be grid gap is 3 ram. Grid template column repeat 3 1 FR. So here we getting 3 columns. Okay, it's looking good. Let's target the box, and for the time being let's say display grid and justify content center, align item center, overflow hidden, and cover is going to color is this. Nice. Come down and let's target the pop-up, and for the time being let's say display to none, and let's work on the main container, then we'll come back to the pop-up. Okay, the radius is going to be 15 pixels. Background image linear gradient 145 degree, and we'll have our color 16191C, and the second color is going to be 1A1E21. Come here and simply grab this box shadow and paste right down here, and here we have to change the value to simply 10 space. Okay, and we have to change the color as well. So 1B, so sorry, 1A58, this one as well. Cursor pointer, so let's come out of that box and target the image. Width is going to be 80%, and margin auto 0. Margin top is going to be 1 ram. So as you can see, it's looking perfect on a desktop, but it's not looking good on a mobile phone, but we're going to fix that. Okay, so let's target the pop-up, and position is going to be absolute. Top is going to be 50%. Z index is going to be 2. Left is going to be 50%. Transition translate -50%, -50%. Border background color 18. So this is how it will look. A nice pop-up. Text align center, padding 4 RAM, width is going to be 30%, color our gray, transition all 0.5 milliseconds. So this is how it will look on a desktop, and this is how it will look on a mobile phone. We have to fix the image. Okay, so let's get down. Pop-up image. So image width is going to be 50%. So this is how it will look. Get the pop-up paragraph, and margin bottom is going to be 3 RAM, so we'll have some space. And let's target the social icon. So display is going to be flex, justify content center, align item center, position relative, gap 1 RAM, font size 1.5 RAM. So this is how it will look. Width is going to be 50%, margin 0 auto, so it will be in the middle, and padding is going to be 1 RAM, border radius 2 RAM, background image linear gradient 155 degree, and this is the second primary color 16191C and 1A1E21. Let's come here and grab this box shadow, so not this one. Okay, paste and simply change the color to 1B12023, and this will 15181B. so here we have this nice box shadow. Okay, let's come here and grab this, provide the ID and grab this one. So position absolute, top is going to be 4 RAM, left is going to be 4 RAM, padding is going to be 1 RAM, and border radius is going to be 2 RAM, font size is going to be 1.5 RAM. Simply grab this color and box shadow, so we'll have the same styling right there. Okay, we have to change this to left to right. So okay, so this is how it will look on a desktop, fully functional, but we have to fix for the mobile phone. Okay, not a big deal, we can do that very easily. Come down and let's target the BTN close, transform transition all 0.4 second, easy in and out, close icon on over effect, transform rotate is going to be 145 degree. So as you can see, the moment we are overing, we are getting this nice rotate. Let's come here, let's grab the overlay, and position is going to be absolute, background color, simply come up, and this is the color, simply grab this one and paste. So this is the color we want. So right now it's not displaying. Okay, width is going to be 100 VW and height is going to be 100 VH. So here we have our card. Okay, top is going to be 0 and position opacity is going to be 0.5, transform scale is going to be 0, display none for the time being. Create a show class which will add through the help of on click event, and display is going to be block. So this is how it will look. Let's add the media query. So max width will have a 35 RAM EM, and let's get the container. Width is going to be 100%, margin block is going to be 0 RAM, border radius 0, and height is going to be 100%. So as you can see, the moment we save, we are getting this. Gap is going to be 1 RAM, grid template column 1 FR, target the main container, and grid template column repeat to 1 FR, and justify content is going to be center, align item is going to be center, and gap is going to be 2 RAM, margin left is going to be 1.5 RAM. So as you can see, the images are looking great. and this will have a display to none, pop-up hour. Okay, and here our box, so width is going to be 80%. Navigation position is going to be absolute. Background color is going to be 42A117.9. So here we are getting this nice color. Top is going to be 0, left is going to be 0, padding left is going to be 3 RAM, padding top is going to be 4 RAM. So this is how it will look, and height is going to be 100%. Transform translate minus 120%, so it will go there. Okay, and transition will have all 0.2 milliseconds, so we'll have this animation, as you can see, slide in. Let's get the navigation profile and remove this box shadow, so none. Get the other as well, navigation head icon, so it will have a navigation box shadow, none. And let's get the active one, so active will have also box shadow, none. So we are looking, it's looking really good. And let's do this one, so it's gone. Let's come down and let's target the lower one. Width is going to be 100%, height is going to be 20 RAM, background color is going to be 181C1F, font size is going to be 3 RAM, text align is going to be center, margin top 1 RAM, so here it is. Get the lower icon, transform all, 1.5 millisecond, background image linear gradient 145 degree, and this is the color 16191C, and the second color is going to be 11E21, and here we have A. Simply come up and simply grab this box shadow, and that's what we have here. Save it and change this value. So here you can see that we have a nice background color. Let's come down. Width is going to be 10% and margin 0 and auto, so it will be in the middle. And let's assign padding 1 RAM and 0.5 RAM, and border radius is going to be 5 RAM. So this is how it will look like a thumb. Okay, let's come down and let's target the lower eye on over effect. So transform translate 100 degrees. So okay, come down, let's target the pop-up. Width is going to be 80% and slide is going to be transform translate X is going to be 0%. Okay, so when we click on the button, we'll have this nice 0% slide. So as you can see, overflow is going to be hidden. So this is how it's looking right this moment. Let's scroll down and we are done with this. Is how it will look on a desktop. Nice icons, this menus are looking good, this pop-ups are also looking good, and this is how it will look on a mobile phones. Now we have to add the functionality. So let's come in app.js, sorry, container, and here we are in app container. Let me zoom out, let's go up, and here we're going to write all the functionality code, okay, inside the container. So let's take a const and let's target the boxes. Okay, document dot query selector all dot box, and this one is overflow, it will overflow. Let's replicate this one is pop-up and this one is pop-up. Replicate this one is close, image change, and this will have only a change. Replicate this one as well, and this will have lower, and this one is lower. Replicate this one more time, and this will have a navigation. So and here we'll call navigation head. So here we got all the classes, and here we're going to import use effect from React. Okay, here we have to provide this comma. So here we got that. Let's take the use effect callback function, and in that we're going to target the box. We run a for each. We'll target each box and add event listener on that. Okay, looking for a click, and we want to take the event. Okay, so here we'll take a variable const image e dot target dot src. So we have to take the image source, and here we have to assign that image change dot src to image, and overflow we have to add the class list to add. Okay, and we have created the class list show, so that's what we add here. And so simply come up here, and here this is the class we have created, that's what we are adding here. We'll come down, we'll take another use effect. In that we'll target the head close button and lower button. On that we'll run a for each, and on each button we're going to add a add event listener. Okay, looking for a click, and we run a arrow function, and we want to add a class list on navigation, so this will have a remove, so we want to remove the class list slide. Okay, so here we have to provide this bracket. We are getting an error, so what is saying, so let's come up here, we have to provide these columns, and here we are missing this, and here we are also missing. So right now we don't have an error, as you can see it's gone. So simply comment out this, and here we have back. Take another use effect, we'll target the lower, and we add an add event listener on that, and we're looking for a click. We'll run an arrow function, in that we'll target the navigation, and we'll add a class list of slide. Let's come down, we'll take another use effect, we'll create this arrow functions, and we'll target the close button, and we'll add an add event listener looking for a click. We'll run this arrow function, and in that we want to remove the overlay. So overlay class list remove show, and we also want to remove from the navigation, so sorry, pop-up. So right now it's not displaying, save it. Here we are, and here we have to do the changes btn, and it's an id, not a class list. So remove this and get element by id. So here it's back. So we have this all functions, we have this everything effects. So as you can see, if I click, it's working fine. If I click on the pop-up, it's also working. If I click on this, working fine. If I click open, images are also changing. And this is how we are replacing the images. We are getting the images on click event, and we are replacing with the, so everything's working fine. This is how it will look on a desktop. This is how our site navigation will look, and this is how our pop-up will look. We are getting this nice pop-up, this nice animation we are getting, and this is how it will look on a mobile phone, 100% responsive. As you can see, click, and this is the entire function we have created. Hope you have found this tutorial valuable. If you have any question, any doubt, leave in the comment sections, and if you have missed some part, the starter code and the final code is already provided to you. Simply get and compare code, but I would recommend you to watch again, write the code along with me. That will give you a better understanding, because watching video and writing codes on hand, that brings a lot of change. So hope you have found this tutorial valuable. If you have any question, do leave in the comment section. I would love to help you in that. And if you're new to my channel, hit that like and subscribe button. That will motivate me to make this kind of videos. So see you in the next time. Have a great day.